Unscripted.
I think one of the things you have to do as a content creator is kind of keep things 100 and keep things a little bit even keeled. I know I like to have fun with the whole console war thing, and I do find that to be sort of fun and kind of its own thing, but at the end of the day, you also have to be able to kind of keep things legit and keep things kind of honest. And for Sony to basically do this and sort of warn fans about this, I find it to be a little bit more concerning now than I originally thought, even though I did sort of cover this a little bit before. But I do have to feel like it's something definitely deserving of its own video and talking about, because a lot of fans have asked me about it and what I thought about it, and asked me to actually cover this, because it does make a lot of sense that Sony would maybe want to kind of listen to the fans in this instance. I mean, you have a lot of goodwill towards gamers. You might as well not mess that up and kind of screw that up by implemented things that aren't exactly consumer friendly. So I definitely want to get started on this video, and I think it's going to be a good one, and I would love to hear everybody's thoughts on this as well after it's done. It's a pretty big deal. So what's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. Again, if you're looking for a way to help out a small channel such as my own, the best way to do that is simply to go ahead and like the video. It is the easiest way, and it is free for you, and means a lot to me personally. So thank you guys so much for always rocking out with me. So with that being said, I kind of want to get right into it, but real quick shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. Thank you guys very much. With that being said, I wanted to jump onto this because Sony is obviously doing a lot of different things, and they actually did a PlayStation blog about the new chat functionality on the PlayStation 5, which comes as actually a warning. It says, "Hi everyone, Catherine Jensen. I head up the Global Consumer Experience Division here at PlayStation. Our department works every day to create the best possible gaming experience for our community on PlayStation Network. We also manage the Ask PlayStation customer support channel and create troubleshooting guides to help gamers find solutions. Our goal is to help foster a fun and positive experience while you're playing online with friends on other games, and managing online safety is an important part of ensuring that. We believe that it's critical that gamers can be quickly and accurately report abuse or harassment if they experience it while on PlayStation Network. As part of this initiative, we've been preparing to roll out a new feature on the PlayStation 5 console that enables gamers to report verbal harassment through a new voice chat recording function. Its sole purpose is to help in reporting of inappropriate behavior, including actions that violate our community code of conduct. Please note that the feature will not actively monitor or listen in on your conversations ever, and is strictly reserved for reporting online abuse or harassment." PlayStation gamers learned about this new function in an unexpected way following a recent PS4 system update. We didn't clearly communicate that this feature or explain why we are introducing it, and we apologize for that. When the PS5 console launches in November, PS5 users will be able to chat with PS4 users, which is why we needed to include an advisory with the PS4 update. We should have more clearly explained the function and why it's being rolled out, along with the details on how it will work on the PS5 console. So let me walk you through that now. Once the PlayStation 5 console launches, if a PS5 player needs to file a harassment report, they will be able to include up to 40-second long voice clip in the report, 20 seconds of the main conversation and the other player, plus an additional 10 seconds before and after the conversation. Only the most recent 5 minutes of a voice chat will be available for a player to use for this reporting function. These reports can be submitted directly through the PlayStation 5 console and will be sent out to our consumer experience team for moderation, who will then listen to the recording and take action if needed. Now, some submitted reports won't be valid, and our team will take this as an opportunity to provide guidance and education. There won't be an option to opt out of this voice chat recording function, because we want all users to feel safe when playing with others online, not just those who choose to enable it. Thanks for reading, and I'm hoping this gives you a better idea of our goals, etc., etc. Now, see, you're not able to opt out of this, and from the sounds of it, I don't think it just sounds like something that you're able to do when you're in a party chat of your own. It sounds to me an awful lot like no matter what game you're playing, like it's automatically going to be able to kind of record what's going on, and I find that to be problematic, to say the least. The main problem that I have with this is sometimes, and trust me, because I I was a person that used to handle some of this stuff with Xbox, right? Like I would volunteer and and help out on Xbox, and they would send you reported gamer tags and stuff like that where people filed a complaint against them because they said they were offensive, etc., etc. Needless to say, like 95% of the gamer tags weren't offensive in the least, but you could tell like they were probably tryhards in Call of Duty or Halo or something. It'd be like X no scopes double X or whatever, you know what I mean? Like those people with those type of name tags usually go all out in multiplayer matches, and probably you get some kind of butthurt person who goes out there and files a complaint against them. So my question would be this: is first of all, you can't opt out of this. This basically is going to mean that, you know, I mean, what do they consider to be against their rules? I mean, is cussing against their rules? Is just kind of being you joking around? Like, to me, it just is really kind of leaving that door open for this company. And, you know, and it's not just them, because, I mean, Xbox does the same thing, too. They kind of upgraded their terms of service, and it could be a bit of an issue. But at what point is it like too far? Because in my opinion, if somebody's sitting there and like saying stuff and making my experience less fun, can't I just leave at that point? I think that that's exactly what I would do, instead of just going in there and, you know, continually messing around and being subject to that. I think that that's the end of the story right there. We can all just kind of agree to that, and I think that that's a much better option than this, because we don't know exactly what can happen long term when this actually comes about and how it affects people. You know, if you have digital games, if you know, who knows? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you figure this out? Like, what's too far? What's not far enough? That's pretty much my complaint on this whole subject, is that, you know, how do you police the police? Like, how do you police the real complaints from the fake complaints of people who just got beat in a multiplayer match and are just looking for something to complain about? Because this used to be a problem back in the day on Xbox 360 as well, where people would give you low rep and say that you did this or that. There's not really any way to sort of prove it back then. So this just seems like very much they're kind of taking the fun out. Now I get it that there are a lot of people that maybe do legitly harass and do this kind of stuff, and man, I hope that gets sorted out. But at the same time, I just think that anybody at any time could just leave an online match and join a different one. And be much better off. I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, this is maybe taking things a little bit too far to literally record the last 5 minutes of any thing, and you have no way to opt out of that. I don't know. I find that to be very anti-consumer, and to say the least, at least it does look like Sony is paying attention a little bit, because they did respond, and they recently also tweeted this out. It says, this is from the official PlayStation Twitter. It says, "Hey folks, just wanted to let you know that we're looking into your feedback on the recent changes to parties on PS4. Thanks for speaking up. We'll keep you posted." I really just think that, you know, that eventually they're going to have to change this and not do this. I just don't think that that's a smart thing to do. And I think at the end of the day, people have a right to kind of be a little bit obsessed and a little bit ticked off about this. So yeah, definitely something that I think a lot of people are going to kind of take into account going forward. Is, I mean, it's going to get to the point where nobody's going to want to talk in parties. Nobody's going to want to talk in game, and, you know, you just are going to have that fear. And then even that, you know, you're probably still going to get reported for something. So there's always something that's going to go out there and sort of you know, interfere with that, or kind of people just get pissed off because you're better than them, or for whatever reason, you know what I mean? I think that that's kind of what we're coming down to, and that's unfortunate, because again, at the end of the day, both Microsoft and Sony, I think, are you know, in the same kind of situation. Like, we want people to be okay and stuff like that, but I think that at some point, maybe they're taking the policing a little bit too far, and I feel like, you know, a lot of times it's not really indicative of what exactly is considered too far, or what's considered bad, or what's considered, you know, this was always my question when Xbox was going over their terms of service and things like that. I just feel like, you know, this is something that could be a problem down the road. And I mean, just imagine if you have like a ton of games digitally and your account gets banned or something for some nonsense. I just feel like that's something that could happen, and I hope that it doesn't. And I do hope that Sony kind of go back on this and decide not to do this, because I do think that there is a way to you know, keep things clean without having to resort to basically wiretapping your private conversations and your in-game chats and stuff like that. I just feel like that's not going to end well for anybody whatsoever. So hopefully they can get that sorted out, and hopefully they can get things kind of going in the right direction. I just would hate to see, you know, something bad happen to somebody's good account just because they got, maybe somebody else got pissed off and reported them for something. You know, again, they're very vague on what against their terms are. It could be something as little as cussing or something, you know what I mean? And I just think that that's something that could be problematic in the future. But I will link this article so you guys can check it out and let me know what you think. I would really appreciate it. You can also hit me up on Twitter at @_Crapgamer, Xbox Live, MOH space Crapgamer, or PSN just Crapgamer, and I try to respond to everybody, so keep that in mind as we go forward. And I really do enjoy kind of the back and forth and talking with you guys and stuff like that, so it's definitely much appreciated. And again, I just hope you guys all stay safe, happy, and healthy, and have a fantastic evening. Thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. Please take a minute to consider subscribing. Much appreciated. Have a fantastic night. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.